his own 3-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson now down around his goal line. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
70, Indy. Check out, check out. 13, spill. 552.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Watch Mike, watch Mike. Blue there. Check 3, check 3. Go.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Go. Watch the shift. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. This will be caught by Randy Moss. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Got it. Check. Listen. Check 13.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Wilson on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Willie Brown, the one to make the tackle. On second and 9, Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go play action with Wilson. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Wilson buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Manning, that's caught. It's Jerry Rice. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On third down, Peyton, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
X3, 218, chop kid.
Here we go on fourth down with Manning. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and normally we
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a gain of 34. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Manning now on first down. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Manning. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
On first down, Manning. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
3 out. 19. Check 15. Check 15.
To throw again, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Another try after the first down sack. Manning.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get on field and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And Manning intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. He's at the 30, the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Single.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Wilson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like a relic.
Manning now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Jackson from the shotgun. Going for a right side here. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the high
Touchdown, Packers! Tyler Lockett, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hey, alert! I got him. Watch out! Good job right there. Tempo.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play that time for the Rams. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
36 power. Back. Hold up. Touch 50.
Now it's Wilson, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over first and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson and the offense come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shoot.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Webb. And he'll be out of bounds just